Hi there. Welcome, Sunnyside Journals. Welcome to 30 minutes of my day. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Sunday morning. If you're new here, I'm Catherine. And I've just, I got a bit of work to do here. I am still, just doing some little puttering in the young hair here. I want to continue working on a journaling card, a journaling board to go in the center of the young hair. And I've picked out a few things I want to put in it. Thought I wanted to put this in it, and I think I've changed my mind. That's actually a photo of a plaster form of Beethoven's left hand. So how cool is that? I have this really neat book. Oh, where is it? I want to show you. It's called A Left-Handed History of the World. So, and apparently Beethoven was left-handed. So now, don't be grossed out. Apparently, they firmly believe that this plaster was done while he was still alive, because they say it's much too plump and muscular than what it would be like if it had been done on a dead body, which was also very, very common. It used to be to do plaster, usually quite often the face, that they would do a plaster. What's the word I'm looking for? You know what I mean. Anyhow, I thought I might want to do like Beethoven's hand, holding, kind of a la Monty Python. I'm still not ruling it out. I'm going to wait and see. But I got some chipboard, and I did my usual thing. One side I felt like I wanted some ledger paper, and then this side I just used a leftover page I had from a 1940s book I have on how to draw. So, and I think that's so cute with the how to draw that little girl. And I have a few little fun things that I want to put on it. And I'm not sure which side I want to use which image on. I also have this flower that I love, and that would sort of also go along with the magnolias that I have at the front and the back. This one is you know what, it's Latin. Bombax ceiba? Not sure. Anyhow, so, and there's an extra leaf. So I want to make use of all these. I have this handsome little kitty cat that, again, this book is just stuff that I love. And I have this bizarre book called A Catland Companion. And it's mostly those Victorian type illustrations that they just loved of cats all dressed up and doing things like they're human. And it's just hilarious. I mean, look at these darling little children. I just love it. He was right here. I cut him out. And it's one of those odd books, like, when do you use a book like this in a junk journal? Well, obviously, I guess if you're doing a cat junk journal or a Victorian type junk journal, or if you're doing an all sorts book, because then you get to put in all sorts of your favorite stuff. So that's what I'm doing. And then a journaling board, in case you're new here. A journaling board usually just goes anywhere in the book where you happen to be working, and it just gives you a firm surface. So if you're writing, it's hard. And it's also a nice thing because you can put lace and pretty things along one edge, and then it gives you the lace that looks so pretty on a book, but it's also removable. So that's the fun of journaling board. They're functional and they're really pretty. So I have a little bit more inking I want to do on this. Oh, you're starting to come up. All right. See what I mean about glue sticks? Look at that. Are you going to look at that? All right, well, let's glue some of it down. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Don't get me going on glue sticks. Why do I keep falling for it? Why do I keep thinking they hold? All right, well, I know that art glitter glue will hold it down. So I'll do this end, and then if necessary, I'm going to check the other end and see if it is holding or not. Come on. Why are you plugged now? Oh, don't do this to me. Ah, not while my glue is wet. Stop it. There we go. You know that I'm squeezing hard and it's going to come glooping out like an avalanche any second. Oh my goodness. Come on. Are you panicking like I am? I've got to be able to lay this back down quickly. Yikes. Come on. That's better. Thank you. No, you're still giving me a hard time. Well, I think I've got it. There it is. All right. Cheapers, constipated bottle of glue. There we go. Now, I have no doubt now it will stay down. Let me check the other side while I'm at this. All right, let's see. Yep, look at that. Are you coming up? Boy, oh boy. Not happy. Not happy, Mr. Elmer. That's that one. Checking on these ones. Nope, they seem to be all right. I wonder if now this could be my fault. Maybe I shouldn't be scolding Mr. Elmer. This chipboard did have a bit of a glossy side. So I probably should have sanded it to give it a bit more grip. Okay, there we go. So I think our little Jack and the Beanstalk kitty, I'm trying to decide whether I want him, which side I want him on. I just love him. But I feel like if the flower is on this side, I can see more of these really charming little children. So I think Jack is going to go on this side. Now I wanted to do a little bit more fussy cutting. I want to take some of this out of here. Just to make the beanstalk a little more interesting. Actually, let's finish what I was starting. I was going to finish inking around the edge. I have inked the absolute edge already. Here. But I want to ink around it as well. I hope you're all doing well. I was chatting with my crush this morning, and I've got to say, I really still think I'm sort of needing to recapture. I call it my Jujo mojo. Jujo mojo, my junk journal mojo, and it's not even necessarily that I'm feeling uninspired. I'm feeling very inspired. I've got oodles of ideas in my head of what I want to do. I think part of my problem is I'm far too empathetic. And as I mentioned earlier, and I will drop this, but I have a lot of family and friends that live in the US. And my heart has been up in my throat all week. And it still is. And I know I need to just have faith that they've been doing this for 200 plus years and they will get through this. But boy, it's hard. It's very hard. And I think I'm way too sensitive. I watch the news as if there's something I can do about it. And of course, there's nothing I can do about it. The only thing I can do about it is keep an eye that such things, to get involved, to vote here. For example, we have one of our political parties is the PC party. And we have a new guy in our PC party. And he's been quoted a few times now giving speeches saying that it's time to take Canada back. And I don't like the sound of that. Back from what? You know what? Let's take Canada into the future. As human beings, we are supposed to be evolving and becoming better. It's not a go back. Okay, I got to stop talking politics. But anyhow, that's why I find that I'm riveted to my television, as if simply through the TV I can will peace and safety to the U.S. So I find that I have to turn off the TV. I have to put on something wonderful, like some really good music or some videos. I have so many of your videos I have to catch up on. So I think I have to show a little bit of self-control and turn off the news. So see what I want to do here? I want to sort of make this one edge here a little more interesting. And of course I could be going to all this trouble and then it'll turn out that this is the edge that I'm going to sew glue some lace onto it. I don't know yet, but that's usually the way it works. I'll go to a whole lot of trouble and then I'll think, oh, time for some lace, and bloop, cover it all up. But you never know. It might not be so. Now, yeah, I do. I want that one out. I think I like that little bit of flash of red, so I will leave the red there. And then I'll go in here. And let's take that all out. There we go. Well, we've got a nice sunny day up here today. Oh boy, and you know what? I think that plays into it too. Ever since New Year's, we've just had so much overcast. Oh. And it gets to you. So we got sunshine. I'm enjoying the sunshine. Look how cute that looks. So that's what I'm thinking. I want to take some of this out. Okay. Well, my little thrift store in town, during the last lockdown, we're on lockdown. And in fact, I've heard that starting Monday, we will also be on curfew. Our areas are having a real problem with bored teenagers wandering around in groups in the evening and well into the night because school is closed. And so I've heard rumors that there will be a curfew of 8 p.m. to 5 p.m. unless you are traveling to or from work. that there will be a curfew in place to prevent this needless socializing that's doing the spreading, especially now with the new viruses. All right, I like that. So see how you can see the ledger paper through those little windows. I love it. Now I need, the raw edge is still showing. I am tempted to try that new technique that Kelly uses at Book and Paper Arts. I hope that's the correct order. I keep getting it mixed up. I'm sorry, Kelly. I keep getting them. Sometimes I call it Paper and Book Arts, but I do think it's Book and Paper Arts. She's just got such a really, really cool thing she does with her fussy cuts. Going around the edge afterwards with a charcoal pencil, it just really makes her fussy cuts just pop. And I did get some charcoal pencils. I didn't have any, and I used to. Boy, it brought back memories, I gotta tell you. I used to work with charcoal pencils and Conte all the time, and I've still got pastels, and I've still got my Conte. But I didn't have a charcoal pencil. So now I've got a whole pack. But I think I want to play a little bit on my own before I start using it in journals that I plan to put into my Etsy shop. So I'm not looking to distress this. I'm mostly just looking to shade the pulp of the paper, that core that shows once you cut into it. I just want to shade that dark brown around the edge. So if you're wondering why I'm doing this, but that it doesn't look distressed, it actually does make a difference. It hides that white core. And I have a feeling that's the exact thing that a charcoal pencil would do as well. But like I said, I think I'm going to play with that on my own a little bit till I feel comfortable. And then go to town with it, because boy, Kelly's mixed media collaging, it's just a stunning technique. Really, really cool. All right, there we go. All right, Jack and the Beanstalk, you look handsome. That's going to look nice. And I do think that I'll leave most of that blank, simply so that if the owner wants to use that to journal on, I'm going to leave it as is. Now let's see if this is still plugged. All right. Yeah, hubby was he's so wonderful. He was at the grocery store at 7 a.m. this morning. It's just the quietest time to get groceries because they're back to counting heads to go in. And I guarantee you right now at our grocery store, it's afternoon for me right now. I know I said good morning, but it's actually afternoon. And if we went down to the grocery store right now, there on a Saturday, there would be a line down the street to get in. So now, once you're inside the store, you're fine because they're counting heads. It's not that the store is packed, but I just splattered glue all over myself. It's having to stand out there. It's cold now, back to being cold. And it is quieter at 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Most people are taking advantage of being able to sleep in a little bit. So he went down. He said, there's no point two of us in the store. And he's right. And he's very good on groceries. I fully trust him to get groceries. He's not a spur-of-the-moment buyer. And sometimes I am. So He's good. I can give him a list, and sometimes I'll grab his phone and take photos if it's a specific thing that I want and I'm worried that he might get the wrong thing. I'll put photos of those products into his phone so that he knows which one it is I want. I do that for myself too, because sometimes I get to the store and I think, which one was it that I like? And I actually have a file folder in my photos in my phone of my favorite products. Like, I never know which ink cartridge my printer needs, and so I have that in my file folder of my photos. Oh, what time is it? I didn't set my timer. It's talking about phones. I didn't set my timer. There we go. All right. Oh, doesn't he look good? Now, hold on while I... Now, I need to change this. I'm at 21 minutes, so I actually have 9 minutes left. Where does the time go? There we go. All right. Now. Oh. There. I'm going to let that dry a bit. That looks wet. And I hate getting glue all over the blades of my scissors. I like his look of determination on his face. He looks like he's not going to take any guff from that giant. Now, see, here's a situation where I think that charcoal technique of going around the edge of these flowers would look really cool. And of course, I am thinking it might be fun to do sort of a Monty Python thing here with Beethoven's hand. I kind of like it. Now the stem is too short, and that drives me nuts. And here's where maybe using a leaf might cover that up. Mind you, if it was a fresh cut flower, it would have a stem. I'm really digging this. Beethoven's hand. Okay. Yep, I like it. All right, now I have to do the same thing. I have to go around the edge of Beethoven and of this flower because you can see the white core in there. Sorry, I'm not ready yet to experiment with my my charcoal pencil. That will be for another day. All right. Sorry, I'm quiet. This is one of those steps that's a little monotonous, but it's very important for me, if you're me, because I have to live with what it looks like. Now there's a lot of smooth edges on this side, and sometimes it's faster when you don't have a lot of cracks and crevices to just go along the edge with your sponge when you've got long surfaces, and then just go in with your smaller brush for the cracks and crevices. So in here and in here. There we go. All right. So now we've got to figure out how we're going to do. Maybe that's dry now. It is. All right. Let's clean that up. And then I'll have to re-ink a bit there because I can see the pulp there. Do you see what I mean? It sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm going to resand that and re-ink it. You know what? I can still see. Come on, let go. There we go. Much better. Okay, sanding block. Just makes it smooth again. It's a nice little, just a finished look. Make that edge nice and smooth. But because I've used the sanding block on it, I will want to put fresh ink on it. See? Just, it makes all the difference in the world, I think. Nice. Beautiful. Jack looks smashing. All right. And I think I have enough time to do Beethoven here. So now I had him like this, I think. Let's figure it out. No, because the stem's not showing. So where did I have? Actually, I don't mind that though. I kind of like what these fingers are doing here. Yeah, will that fit under there like that? Or would they both be underneath? Like that. Where's the stem? There's that stem. Okay, so you were up there. Like that. Now I think I like the stem. I think I want it to look more like a fresh cut flower. You can't see what I'm doing. Okay, let's get up here. I want to angle that a bit so it looks like there. I like that better. Beethoven, your hand looks great. Oh, don't tell me that. All right, stop. 30 minutes and 39 seconds. Oh. One of these days, perhaps I'll get a camera that can go longer. Mind you, that might not be the answer because I could just wander on and on and on. Oh, yeah, there we go. I like that. All right, well, it looks like I'm going to have to do this part off camera, and as usual, post a picture to Instagram. So thanks for joining me today. Sorry, the first part of mine was rather dismal topic, but you know, I just say what's on my mind, and that's certainly been on my mind, and it sort of explains my lack of, plus I think, doing a video every single day for the whole month of December, that was a lot. That was a lot, and I will think twice before I ever decide to do every single day. I know some journalers do, and my hat's off to them. I don't know how they do it. I find it quite draining emotionally, because I think my artistic brain absolutely can picture you out there, and that we are having a little visit, and we're talking, and yeah, I don't know. I'm a weirdo. Alrighty, I'm going to get going, and I'm going to glue this down, and I am also going to put some lace down one side, so I will definitely post pictures. All right, everyone, take care. Have a great day and stay safe, please, and stay healthy. We'll talk soon. Bye.